Alrighty, gang, we're back. Hopefully with no technical difficulties this time. A couple of housekeeping notes before we defy Conquest. Um, I know Saturday I said we're gonna do a pool session for for Kang and the Conqueror, which hey, it's kind of appropriate that we're talking about Kang. Um, but looking at the 5-star version of Magic, looking at her, that's actually gonna put a little bit of a wrinkle on things. So we're gonna wait until she's in tokens, Kang's in tokens, and whomever the third is. Cause looking at my roster real quick, again, promise you won't take no more than about a couple minutes or 1 minute at least. Hit Monkey just needs one cover. Well, technically I could champion them right now, but I want to at least get one more cover with Kang in the tokens. So that'll probably be something that I'll pull tomorrow. So just pull one cover for Hit Monkey, hopefully get them championed out. And then skip Wong, and then just go with Kang, Magic, and then whomever the third is. Also, too, Magic, the 4-star Magic, she is going to get a feeder. So currently she feeds Hella, but now she'll be feeding herself. So mine's is at 354. So I'll be getting at least 3 or 4 covers of her. Because I kind of wish I had her 360 so I could get the maximum allotment, but that's neither here nor there. Let's defy Conquest. Alright, so event rules as per usual. Hey, progression rewards. Scroll all the way down. There's Ant-Man shards, Wasp covers, Wong shards, Wasp shards, boss fight tokens, which will pull that. And then your progression is a red Wong cover. And then for your alliances, you got boss tokens, Kangs for 3 stars, Ant-Man, and then another Wong purple cover down at the bottom. So that's the that's the team progression. Now, as far as the event rules go, boosted characters are as follows: Black Knight, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Thing, and both versions of Johnny Storm, Human Torch, the 3 and the 4, well, the 3 and the 2-star. It'd be cool if we had a 4-star Johnny Storm, but yeah. So the reason why the Fantastic Four are there, for those who don't know, they have a history with Kang the Conqueror, seeing as though that Reed Richards is an ancestor of Kang the Conqueror. So yeah, there you go. Now I'm trying to remember why Jim Hammond and Dane Whitman are there. Probably something time related. But be that as it may, also boosted are the 3-star Kang the Conqueror, Hope Van Dyne, Ant-Man, and Wasp, Janet Van Dyne. So these characters here are for the the Ant-Man movie. We'll talk about the three reworks of Ant-Man and Wasp. We'll talk about them as we get into all the side pins. But we're gonna look at the Conqueror. We'll go ahead and knock this here out. Okay, yeah, we know about the realm shift. We're gonna talk about all of that there. Also, two boosted characters, characters who are also up on the list. Pym Tech, so you can roll with either Yellow Jacket or you can roll with Ghost, along with Ant-Man and both of the Wasp. Alright? So let's see here. We're gonna need we roll with main event Hulk and Vulture. Why not? So, you know, just keep things a little bit spicy. Alright, so as per usual with boss events, Kang can't be stunned or sent airborne. And we're going to take a look at all of his powers here. But MODOK, he can be stunned, sent airborne, all that there. Same thing with Aim Splicer. Alright, Conquer, this is his 6 black ability. Does damage, creates a 3-turn countdown tile that deals damage per turn to the frontmost ally. And then if it's match destroyed or expires, you know, it'll disappear. But otherwise, you add 1 turn to the tile, meaning like if you already have one that's existing, it adds another turn to the tile. And then passively, as my smoke alarm goes off, whenever one of the tiles that Kang counter tiles that Kang created is destroyed, he moves a random ally to the front, and then once below 30% health, Kang will deal 30% additional damage with matches and abilities, and then obviously Kang can't be sent away or stunned. Then Realm Shift. This is his blue ability. It's similar to the 3-star and the 5-star version. Fortified blue countdown tile, sends the target away, deals damage for each turn that they're away, and at the start of each turn, if you use a character that destroys or steals AP, like Hood for example, he regains any lost AP from that there, and then if all of our characters are sent are down or away, then Kang wins the battle. And then Cosmic Tactician is his purple ability, deals damage for all remaining countdown tiles on the board, plus damage for each strike, attack, or protect tile on the board. And then passively, it adds one turn to duration of any of our countdown tiles, and then he gains whenever a countdown tile is expired or destroyed, he gains 1 blue AP. And then once per battle, when Kang reaches 25% health, he'll create a shield. He can't be stunned or sent away, just like his other abilities. So they're reinforcing the fact that he can't be stunned or sent away. And then the shield of health is like a burst of health. All right, so that's Kang in a nutshell. He's actually really, really simple to deal with. It's just getting enough damage dealt to him so that he doesn't disappear on you. So and good thing we're using a character that doesn't mind being airborne. Cosmic Tactician's not gonna do anything because we don't have any countdown tiles on the board. And the only character that deals with countdown tiles is main event Hulk. So, I mean the Hood. I mean what's his face too? What's my boy name? Vulture. Oh wow, I couldn't think of his name. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. But by the time Vulture gets back from being airborne, yeah, all these guys here, they'll be more or less downed. Circling Prey continues on. Conquer increases the length of our countdown tile, but again, doesn't really matter. And then Hybrid Tech Slicer should do just enough damage. Alright, so there's Kang in a nutshell. MODOK, we really don't worry about his abilities too much. Thanks Alliance for playing. Cause the only thing he's gonna do really is activate his Doomsday plan, and yeah, not anything that's, you know, worth writing home about. All right, now we got one rework to talk about. Well, let me see here. Let me bring. I would bring in Archangel. Yeah, I'll bring in Archangel just for no. We'll stay with the 4 stars. Why not? Uh, nah, that's kind of redundant, but we'll use X-Force Wolverine a little bit later. Uh, Wasp, Hope Van Dyne. So she got a bit of a rework over the last few months or last few weeks, and I know I said I was gonna talk about her rework, so now is an appropriate time to do it. So Sting Operation. I'm not gonna list all of what her old abilities do because it's too much. So what Sting Operation does now, it costs 6 AP, which is still the same. She steals 5 random AP, and then for each color stolen, she'll create a blue lock swarm tile and destroy a random enemy strike, attack, or protect tile. And if there's at least 4 swarm tiles on the board, not on the ball, this power becomes Call the Swarm. And Call the Swarm costs 12 blue. And what it'll do, it'll deal damage to the enemy team, destroy all swarm tiles, and 3 random surrounding tiles, gaining AP from the swarm tiles, you know, stun the enemy team for 1 turn, for every 3 swarm tiles destroyed. And then passively, her max damage is increased by 10% per swarm tile, and if there are 4 or fewer swarm tiles on the board, then this power becomes Sting Operation. Alright? So, for 18 blue, for the initial casting, and then, or if you meet the criteria with swarm tiles, 12 blue, she'll stun the enemy team for 1 turn for each, for however many swarm tiles you have on the board. So, fair enough. Alright, Shrink Tactics is her yellow ability, costs 10. Turn selected ally invisible for 4 turns, and then places 3 locked swarm tiles on the board. And then passively, just like the other ability, if there's at least 4 swarm tiles on the board, not on the ball, it becomes Shrink to Swarm. And what Shrink to Swarm does for 5 yellow, you select 3 swarm tiles, all the other ones are removed. You give a burst of health to all allies, and then you gain 1 yellow AP for each swarm tile removed, up to 5 AP, and then it'll switch back into Shrink Tactics if you have at least less than 4 swarm tiles on the board, or at least 4. And then Pain Index is her black ability, not her blue ability. It's black. So what it does, steals a burst of health from the target, and then an additional amount of health per swarm tile on the board, and then creates 2 locked black swarm tiles on the board. And then if you meet the criteria passively, it'll become Grow the Swarm, and for 7 black, she'll create a random lock swarm tile, and then gain 1 black AP for every 2 swarm tiles on the board, up to 12. And then deal damage to the enemy team for each swarm tile on the board. And then if there's 3 or less on the board, then it becomes the Pain Index. Alright, so her thing is going to be locked, you know, getting her swarm tiles on the board. But if you notice, it's way too high of AP cost to do anything. But that's where, you know, her mom, and then of course Scott, they're also going to do their thing. We'll look at them later on, and then we're going to put it all together like one big happy ant family or ant farm. cool. We got Bloodlust active. So let me keep Vulture out in front so that we can, oh, never mind then. No, well, no need to go with tools of the trade just yet, because we don't have any, so don't have any need for, blade to heal, so, oh, actually, yeah, we do need, blade to heal, so go ahead and do that there. Again, keep our lock tiles up on the board. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and use Man of Action, because, again, speed things up just a little bit. And there we go. Alright, so there's the daily reward for the Women's History Month vault. So, running back with this gang here. As I said with MODOK, his Doomsday plan, just like how his normal counterpart is, that you put it on the board. I mean, put it on the board. Is that when you activate it, it will create the countdown tile. Then anytime his allies fire off any abilities, they will become a little bit cheaper. I mean, well, decrease the countdown tile so many turns, and then when the countdown tile reaches 0, you know, boom, deal damage that way. So yeah. Yeah, you probably want to save say that there for Kang to send somebody airborne, but by the time he does that there, it'll be a little bit too late. Executive decision. There you go. Alright, so we got the Ant-Man charge, which, you know, always needed for another champion. Alright, Kang's Acolyte again. So let's go with Ant-Man. Go with my max champ Ant-Man. Alright, so if you remember recently when we did the Crash of the Titans with Ant-Man, he had countdown tiles, he had oh my goodness, why am I drawing a blank right now? Trap tiles. There we go. He had trap tiles and countdown tiles as a part of his kit. Stealing AP, well, not stealing AP, but stealing enemy strike, attack, and protect tiles, and then creating attack tiles on the board with his Pym particles and grow and all that good stuff there. Now he's actually kind of unique, to say the least. He'll fit well with Hope. So Pym particles, what it does, it costs 9 purple, create a lock swarm tile. So you see that adds a swarm tile on the board to help Hope, you know, hopefully get her tiles and powers active. So at the start of the turn, you know, create 3 purple attack tiles on the board, and then while Pym particles and small town crooks become grow, and then purple swarm tiles have a chance to be recreated if matched or destroyed. So meaning if you accidentally match the tile, well, you know, you have a high likelihood of it being recreated. If it's not, you know, hey, it happens. And then grow, which costs 10, it will remove all purple and blue swarm tiles and then deal damage to the target. So again, it, you know, it keeps its same powers. And then at the start of the turn, uh, you create 3 purple attack tiles on the board, and then purple swarm tiles have a chance to be recreated or destroyed if matched away. So there you go. So if you don't have the Pym particles on the board, like if you were to use the 4-star wasp and she happens to put a swarm tile on purple, then it will activate Skylink's Pym particles. So there you go. There's another useful synergy there. Like I said, we're slowly piecing it together now. Small time crook, this here costs 9, creates a 5-turn blue lock swarm tile. And what it'll do, it'll steal 1 enemy strike, attack, or protect tile on the board. And then, while the swarm tile is on the board, then Pym particles and small time crooks becomes grow. And if every 2 swarm tiles on the board, all of Ant-Man's abilities are cost are reduced by 1 up to 2. And then at higher levels, it reduces it up to 3, and then more enemy strike, attack, and protect tiles are converted. And then passively grow does the same thing like how it does in the with the Pym particles version. Again, deals a relative amount of damage to the target, and then of course stealing the strike, attack, and protect tiles on the board, and then reducing abilities as well. And then Ants. This is his yellow ability, which pretty much is still the same thing, but instead of it being a countdown tile, they're now locked swarm tiles. And then they deal damage each turn, and then whenever they expire, they create yellow strike tiles. So again, okay, that'll make his abilities a whole heck of a lot cheaper. So that's Ant-Man in a nutshell. So let's see here. Yeah, worthy cap, because that's a thing, sure. And to quote Super Scroll, who wants to perish first? Let's grab some blue here. Again, if the AI makes any match 4s, we're totally okay with that, because Cap will jump out in front. Wind up. Turn all blue tiles black. That's gonna be a little bit annoying, but we'll deal with that. Oh, don't worry, Cap's jumping out in front of this here. Wind up will expire. Alright, betrayal is inevitable, and then we'll ants, and we'll steal some of these tiles here on the board. Cap's gonna jump out in front again. Again, betrayal is inevitable. We don't want to grow just yet, because we want to strengthen up our tiles. So just keep doing what you're doing, Dr. Doom. I'll go this way. Cap jumps out in front again. Alright, there's that. Force multiplier. That should, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, that's gonna repair, so let's punch him up in the face. Get rid of physical Dr. Doom. Because we're in a race to the bottom now. Convert some of the tiles there to blue. And then, I'm trying to remember here. Should be Human Torch, right? Yeah, I know it was Thing. I knew it was the one I wanted, the Thing. That's what I wanted. And these things here happen. Alright, and just run it back here. Smash some yellow. Put some Pym particles out on the board. Because again, we don't deal with countdown tiles too much. I mean, well, Ant-Man kind of deals with countdown tiles. There goes the reformation of the countdown tiles. Ah, Cap's not gonna jump out in front now because he's already out. He's already out in front. Again, we're just trying to. We just don't want Kang to do his thing with all of his moves. So, I guess Ant-Man's going to disappear for a hot minute. Alright, there goes the burst of health for Kang. Force multiplier, that'll probably down, well, it should have downed Kang, but yeah. Cool, it did. And now Cap's gonna jump out in front. Alright, Splicer should be done. Yep. Pretty strong attack tiles on the board. Pop out ants, ants, ants. Alright, there you go. Alright, so there's 2 Pym users down. And now we're going to look at the third. Well, since Apocalypse can't be stunned, alright, Janet. So our tactical intuition, it changed a little bit. So originally it used to, you know, create striking a projectile and then flip-flopped them and making them a little bit stronger. Now what it does, it still converts all friendly strike tiles and projectiles, vice versa. You know, makes them a little bit stronger. But what it'll do, if there's a swarm tile on the board, uh, their value gets increased by 50%, and then you remove all swarm tiles on the board. So instead of it being the basic amount, it'll be a 50% increase. Okay, but that's if you have swarm tiles on the board. If you don't, it does the original conversion. Okay, that buzzing sound. This here has a slight change to it. And the slight change is it creates a locked swarm tile of that color. So what it'll do for 7 blue, creates a 1-turn countdown tile on a random color, steals AP, and then creates a locked swarm tile on that color, so up to 4 tiles. So again, like I said, if it hits on Ant-Man's purple, then it creates those Pym particle tiles. If it does something for Hope, it adds tiles on the board for her. So you can see having this here on the board is kind of important. So chasing after blue, and of course if an enemy matches it, you deal damage, higher damage at level 5, and then Wasp Sting, this here pretty much stayed the same. As long as you have 8 blue AP, you can stun the target for 3 turns and deal the listed damage. If you don't, you'll just deal the listed damage. So yeah, so she's still pretty much the same. Since we're dealing with Apocalypse, man, let's not really overthink this here. We'll wait 4 turns. Go with Magic. So as much as I want to get rid of Mystique, I got to get rid of the Sentry, because he will be stupidly annoying with his what's the name ability? His World Rupture. Alright, let's convert that there. Because again, Magic is going to give us some fortified tiles. Alright, flaw has been found. Fire off another Tactical Intuition. Fire off Ruler Limbo. Now remember, Apocalypse is gonna flat out ignore any projectiles that we have on the board with Survival of the Fittest. So that's gonna be a thing. And he's gonna target either Karnak or Magic, whoever was the lowest, health ally. I know we gotta kind of get rid of Mystique pretty soon. See here. We can shatter it this way. Don't want to break out my return tiles just yet. Alright, yeah, Apocalypse has got to go now. So let's blow up all my swarm tiles, increase them, Wasp Sting. So there's that. Alright, now, yeah, I'm ready to eat. Now, let's put them together. And let's see how all this here works out. Grab some purple. Should have grabbed that there. Wasn't really paying attention. Cosmic Tactician does nothing. Conquer will do something. But at this point in time, you know, Wasp Hope Van Dyne has a little bit more health, so kind of wish you would have had, they would have had some color synergy with one another, meaning somebody would have had a, you know, something to deal with red or something to deal with, you know, different colors like that there. Alright, we're not gonna break out Grow just yet. Not yet, because I really want you to match away. Well, really want you to match with the countdown tile. That's what I want you to do. Concentration will hurt just a tad. Surprise! Oh, don't worry. Mordek's gonna get punched in the face pretty soon. Boom. Like I said, so you see a little bit of synergy there with all three of them. As I said, I wish somebody would have had a, you know, purple green, but, you know, hey, whatever. Alright, Kang's accolades. Yeah, we're gonna make this here very, very simple. Let's use Ghost and let's use the members of the Fantastic Four. Why not? There's Sue and there's Reed, and then we'll use Benjamin J. Grimm and old what's his face, Human Torch to round things out. Cause again, we're trying to make this here pretty quick. Go this way with Ghost. I think Sue should be able to down him in one go. Because even with the, you know, reduced amount of damage he may take, still enough to down him. So here, match purple. Supply run, let Ghost go invisible. As long as that invisibility tile's on the board, she's not going to be taking any damage. Or if we match it away, you know, she'll heal. Can't really do anything with Unfazed just yet. Not until that countdown tile is, well, actually I could do something with it now. Alright, let's taste this protocol. Deuces to him. Let's get Reed invisible. The whole Fantastic family. Lock that tile. Boom, pow. Alright, so there's that. And then the final one that we got old Yellow Jacket. Now, Yellow Jacket's actually pretty cool when it comes to invisibility. He's not like Susan Richards or or any of the other invisible characters. Meaning, what he'll do, as long as you turn him invisible for, I think it's 6 blue, if I'm not mistaken. That shrinking feeling, yeah. Um, as long as you match blue, black, or green, which are his colors, he'll stay invisible. So if you can, get any cascades going with Yellow Jacket, oh my goodness. Have him stand invisible for however many turns. Of course, he has a good way to true heal, which with cross your heart. So, that's a thing there too. And I wish I had the other Human Torch right about now, because I don't have enough green. And the reason why I wish I had Jim Hammond, because each time his green would have activated or, dealt a little bit more damage, but, eh. But right now, this one here is just pretty much useless, as my man Psycho Mantis would say. As long as until we get green AP, so. So now he's energized, and so now the next time that we fire off an ability with Yellow Jacket, then he'll do some pretty crazy damage to whomever happens to be out in front. Alright, there's Human Torch doing his thing. Alright, time for him to go invisible and then deal the extra damage to MODOK. And then since he's invisible, boom, bam. So yeah, like I said, pretty straightforward boss event here. Hopefully you got you're into an alliance that's cruising through. If you are, cool. If you're not, hey, you can always hop on Reddit and hop on the forums, whatever. Say we're always looking for an alliance. I mean, we're always looking for members. Look for Go for the Head, and then go from there. Finally, tokens here, legendary token, mighty tokens, as well as your featured characters there. Then your random assortment of 2 stars, 3 stars, the usual. Cool, I got an Ant-Man, so let's let's just call it quits right there. So and thank you all for watching. Like I said, we're gonna table any pulls from here until you disappear, and for sure Riri disappears. So Kang, Magic, whoever else appears after them. So again, thank you all for watching. Be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I'm gonna catch all y'all in the next video, and I'm gonna eat. Peace.